Welcome to the channel. My name is Joe. Today we're going to address a topic that is is feared by many because it's a topic so difficult to accept. Maybe some people are familiarized with the topic about Archons and Soul Trap, all that concept that tells us that there is no way out. The concept that, well, it's starting to be, it's starting to be a trend. People saying that they are preparing, that they don't want to come back to this realm, to this prison. And I would say that is that could be that could be almost impossible to break from this prison because you can you can think about doing certain things in this realm, but you're using your 3D consciousness, which is more dense. And when you go to a more subtle realities, like in the dream realm, for example, what happens in the dream world. In the dream world, it's not the same. You don't think the same. You don't use your mind the same way you use in this physical realm. What I'm trying to say, you are more you are more vulnerable in the spirit world. I believe you are more. What is the word? What is the world? What is the word? You are more susceptible to being directed into a direction you don't want. What I'm trying to say is these archons can induce thoughts, can induce false memories, and people that talk about these topics argue that you can prepare. They argue that you can prepare for the day when you die and prevent yourself to get caught in this trap again. But I would say it's almost impossible to get out because it's not enough just preparing mentally or whatever. You still have to deal with the 3D nonsense slavery stuff that keep us stuck in survival mode. So even though, let's suppose you are preparing mentally and consciously, you are preparing for the time that comes, but when that comes, I believe the soul realm, the spirit world, is as subtle or even more subtle than the dream world. And in the dream world, you almost not able to take decisions. You are so vulnerable to the influence of these archons. They can induce false memories. They can induce the sense of guilty if they want. How you can break through from that control over you if you don't even know the subtle, if you don't even know how to deal with the soul realities, if you don't know them, it's like being born again completely because you got mind wiped. So then it's like being born again. You die here, but you get born into the spirit world. So it's like freedom is not for us, man. We are we are caught in these um, two bridges. The bridge between the physical world and the spirit world, and we born and we die. We get born into the spirit world. We die in the physical world. What I'm trying to say that there is a possibility that we are screwed. There's no way out. There are some spiritual gurus that say that it's 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 depending on your set of mind, that whatever your set mind you have, whatever your mindset you have, is what will present to you in the moment you die. But who brought all these ideas in first place? All these are ideas of the soul trap, or even the ideas that this world is in a school to get better. I don't know. It seems more like we are surrounded by trends, and when a trend becomes popular, everybody starts to adopt these trends. And and right now, I would say we have this trend of soul trap and archons and energy harvesting, lush harvesting. But what's going to be next? We should believe that. I believe we are trapped. There is no way out because when you die, you're going to forget everything. You're going to forget the life you had here in this planet. You're going to be like new guy in a new different world you don't know because they wiped your memories. So you don't know anything about the spirit world. So then the Archons come and say that you did wrong this and that. They make you feel guilt. They could implant some false memories because they do all the time. They do this shit when I go to sleep. They induce false memories and they make me feel bad for things that I didn't even do, for things that I didn't even done. didn't have done. False memories. They make me feel guilty about things that I never did. In my dreams, guys, how it could be when we die, it's even worse. So there's no way out. There's a possibility that there's no way out. God only, I mean, I hope, I could have some sort of awakening when I die and I remember who I am. I hope so, but if I cannot, if I can't wake up when I go to sleep, how in the heck I'm gonna wake up when I die? If I'm gonna be in a more soul conscious state than in the sleep mode, than in the dream world. So we are screwed, guys. All that we have is the good experiences we can create in this present moment. Enjoy the good, suffer the bad, but there is no way out. If the Archons are the AI, imagine how smart, intelligent, so impossible to hack is this AI. I don't know, maybe we could break through and get out from this prison whenever we want, when we are tired of this shit as empowered soul spirit realm. I don't know, guys. We don't know anything. How we could believe these people that claim they get out from their body, they are like what these people say. They say they are like spirit travelers. They can get out from the bodies and explore the spirit realm. How you can believe that? That could be just an illusion induced by the arrogance into their minds, and they believe they are spiritual shit and all. I don't know, bro. I believe they have. You could. I don't know. This is insane. Maybe there's no way out, guys. What we could do? Enjoy. We are like cattle. What happens with cattle? They have no way out. Their destiny is to be harvested in order to us to eat the delicious meal they provide, delicious meat. So we are cattle at another level. We are harvested in some ways we cannot comprehend, but it's some sort of the same shit. What we could do, guys, what we could do is to enjoy this life, live as a simple life we could live, because once you wake up, you know everything doesn't make any sense, everything is false, everything is a trap. The false vision of happiness they sell us, the system selling to us, is false. That thing enslaves us. that thing is the trap. So as long you can be free from all that shit, you're good. I don't know, live life live life your own way, enjoy whatever you can enjoy, but this reality is based in suffering the most, I would say. What we could do, what we could do, man. Some other spiritual gurus say you create wherever you focus on. If you focus on abundance, if you focus on good stuff, that's what you get. Oh man. If we are creators, I don't know. What I always wonder is why everything has to be so difficult. Even oh, how they say, even manifesting good shit is so difficult. Why it should be difficult to manifest if it's supposedly we are made to create. It's supposedly we are creators, and why it's so difficult to manifest good stuff. I I have heard some interesting concepts from awoken people, awakened people, like this concept of if you are a light being, if you are a being with high consciousness, you don't get better in this realm. In this realm, uh, just like in a prison, if you get in a prison, you mostly will get out from that prison worse than you were before. Like you de you de-evolve, you de-evolve in this realm. Is that correct? If I make a memory from my past me, I was better in the past. I have become more evil through these years just to get by in this stupid world. But I remember I was a better kid years ago. I was more honest, I was more happy, I have more light, I have more imagination, I had more vision, I had more motivation, I had more I was more susceptible to have good friendships. Like I was more open to the people. It was more easy for me to make new friends. Now it's like I'm more evil. I mean, if I go inside, if I go deep into myself, the good soul's still there. But what this world have make of me is that's not evolving. This is not evolution, guys. This world makes you devolve. This world makes you worse than you were before. So we are screwed, guys. Enjoy. Enjoy wherever you can enjoy. There's maybe no way out. Even though if you commit suicide, there's no way out. Another interesting thing is there must be a certain system of reward in this world because it's too obvious. It's too obvious certain people suffer a lot and some others enjoy more. How you can justify people being born in a very bad situations, like they are ill, they have disease, they are poor. You could get born in a very poor country, very poor situation. There are slaves in 2026. There are slaves in Bangladesh or India or wherever, Afghanistan or China. The China cages where kids are enslaved. I mean, there must be, gotta be some sort of reward system like karma, but I believe it's rigged. It's rigged. I'd better say it's rigged. Like these Archons have control of this reward system, but what they reward? Forget about religions. Forget about the karma New Agers say all the time. There's got to be a different hierarchy, different hierarchy based in, I don't know, only God knows uh, what is that rewards people and they get all the good stuff. They get born in a situation where they are rich, they are they have good looks, they are healthy. um what you have to do to get all the rewards in this realm? There are so many theories about this reality. Another theory is that we are governed by reptilians or these fallen angels. They are not humans and they control humanity. What you can do to being born as a reptilian or as a satanic fallen angel, because it seems to be a very, very amusing life what they experience. They experience very, like paradise kind of life experience. What is the requirements to get a good life? Maybe being so, maybe being ruthless, having no soul, no empath towards nobody. Maybe that's what gets the rewards. Maybe that's what gets all the trophies, guys. Who knows? I I think we have a bad we have a wrong perception of karma, I believe. No matter how good you are, no matter how good stuff you do, it seems like bad people gets the rewards, gets all the medals and the trophies, and the the real good people are those that suffer the most. But here enters, we have all in this, all these things getting to play, like the fallen angels, the reptilians, uh, maybe maybe the archons get incarnated in this realm. Maybe archons live between us. It could be your neighbor, it could be your best friend, it could be your boss, and they work different. They get all the rewards because they know how to level up. They don't get mind wiped, so they know how to level up easy and fast. Obviously, they won't say they they're not humans. They never accept or admit they are not humans. They would never say, I'm an archon incarnated in this society. Obviously not, but that's my theory. Could be archon. We could have archons incarnated in this realm. We're not talking about reptilians only or fallen angels. There's something else in this realm. We should start making more conclusions, more theories. We should open more our minds to all the possibilities. Anyways, I guess this video went from always. I guess this video went to all directions. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you help uh, giving the thumbs up, leaving your comment below, and yeah, that's it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Have a nice one.